The reason for the interaction is to mate, have sexual interaction. Okay. Sexual interaction means that you lead her as a man in the bedroom, to the bedroom, and in the bedroom. You aren't demonstrating authority and getting compliance. Okay, so you want to get, and you remember my formula I've said before is that it's curiosity, investment, and then getting her in her imagination or fantasy. Okay, hopefully that fantasy of being with you in a sexual circumstance. And so it starts with curiosity. She has to be like, when you stop a girl on the street, right? She has to be curious about why she got stopped. That's it. That's the first step. Do you know what I mean? Curious about you, or you approach a girl, she's curious enough to wonder at least what it is that you're doing, right? If you're good looking, that makes her curious too. Is he interested? Is this, is that? She has all these questions in her head, questions about herself. Curiosity is a beginning, but from there, you want to get her to invest. Now, investment happens through the conversation, her allowing you to talk to her through, participating in this conversation. But you want to take it further than that, and by not taking it further than that, you're not demonstrating leadership. See, it's your authority. It's hypergamy, right? Women are attracted to a better genetic mating option. You demonstrate you're that better option by demonstrating authority. Following you gets her basically the best results, the good feelings, what she ends up wanting, right? Whatever that is. And so maybe it's just to have a good time in the moment, which is probably all it amounts to. Well, you want to practice and make sure you're leading and demonstrating that authority. That authority is demonstrated not by being a super alpha and being an alpha and doing alpha things, whatever that means. Okay. Internet alpha. Being an internet alpha isn't how it's done. Getting her to follow you actually and do shit that you say is how it's done. Okay. So maybe she's going to watch you drink for you while you go to the bathroom. Maybe she's going to hold your drink for you because here, hold this for me. And then you leave, then you go talk to someone else or grab something. You say, thank you so much. What is your name? What are you up to? What are you guys doing later? And they're like, what are you doing later? Get your friends. I got this thing, that would be a thing to do. You can get them right out. Right. But maybe it's you strike up a conversation here. I'm getting another drink. Come with me. You have her come with you to the bar, have her come with you to another location inside the place, have her leave the location, have her go someplace else, have her come back to your place. These are all things, doing location changes, but a location change is just a hard demonstration of leadership. It could be something as simple as you're sitting, hey, pass me one of those napkins over there, would you? Get the bar, get their attention for me, stuff like that. Getting her to follow you, okay, is something that's a requirement. Now, even if it's the simplest interaction of meet, quick conversation, what are you up to later? Let's hang out, phone number exchange, okay? Something as simple as that requires some compliance. That's the lowest level of compliance. You can move it on to to something, more fun and the more you do with her, the more bought in it is. But here's the thing, her buy-in isn't from droning on from a long, dumb conversation. Okay. Her buy-in is from following you. All right. By following you and doing things and complying and doing things with you and for you is how her emotional buy-in gets the highest. And that's how her trust is built. And that's how her desire and attraction is built. So some of you guys, a lot of you guys really, are not demonstrating any kind of authority and you're not getting compliance, okay, from the girl. You're not getting her to invest, right? And I talk about in my course how to get her investment up through the text conversations, because that's a big problem, right? Why a lot of internet initial meets don't result in a date or meetup or her coming over, because there's no authority being demonstrated and no, compliance happening on her end from the texting for most of you guys. But I teach you guys how to do that in the course. And so that's a key component. If you don't demonstrate, a woman wants to be led in the bedroom. Your end result, the reason you're talking to her is sex. Even if you want a girlfriend someday, okay, she's your girlfriend because you guys have sex, okay? So let's talk about what it is. The reason for the interaction is to mate, have sexual interaction, okay? Sexual interaction means that you lead her as a man in the bedroom, to the bedroom and in the bedroom. If you can't lead her out of the bedroom, there is not going to be much of, except for one-off circumstances where she's really wasted or she's just thinks you're super hot and you just happen to be the right guy, right time, right place scenarios, which is going to be very rare for most of you. You're not, if you're not leading this into an event where sex happens, it's not going to be an event where sex happens. And so that leading requires you to demonstrate authority and getting her to follow you. This starts from the initial conversation and this builds into action, builds into some physical touch, even an escalation. Okay. And then builds into eventual doing things with you, making things happening. And then, of course, ending up in the bedroom.